There are no words. There are no words. We are beyond broken over your loss. We start with that. How are the grandkids? And what can you tell us about what happened that day?
On Friday, June 2nd, the kids were outside playing in an open field, a privately owned open field, as kids do. My 9-year-old grandson forgot his tablet. He went back to retrieve it, and Susan Lawrence was there to harass him. She called him racial slurs, said, "This is not the Underground Railroad, you slaves." She threw a skate at him, broke his tablet, so he did what any normal kid would do, and he went home and told his mother. My daughter Ashika and my 9-year-old grandson went across the street to ask questions. She was met with a bullet through a locked metal door, with her 9-year-old son standing next to her. My 12-year-old grandson had to make the necessary calls for help.
So awful.
It's been an emotional roller coaster.
So awful.
Devastating. I have 4 young grandchildren. The 2 oldest boys, they blame themselves.
Oh, why?
The 9-year-old feels as if he hadn't left his tablet, his mother would still be here. The 12-year-old, he couldn't do anything to save her. He has already started trauma therapy.
Good.
That was recommended immediately
Yeah.
for him.
Yeah.
The other one too, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're researching therapy for them. Also, I have a 3-year-old toddler who has no idea what's going on.
Right.
So I'm trying to decipher his crying, his irritability. Is it simply he's hungry, tired, sleepy, or is it he's missing his mother?
Yeah. It's hard enough to tell.
Yes.
Right.
Sadly, your daughter's story is part of a pattern of unjustified violence against Black people, from Ralph Yarl to Ahmaud Arbery. What is your reaction to what's going on in this country, and why do you think people are so quick to shoot first?
I believe the world is just full of so much hate now. There's no regard for human life. Just as it's reckless. The gun laws are out of control. There's too much accessibility to guns. People's natural instinct is to shoot first rather than to talk,
Yeah.
use their minds, use their words. No regard for life anymore.
And unfortunately, the laws in the state of Florida allow for this shoot first mentality.
That's right.
And that's exactly what Susan did in this situation. Ms. Dias didn't mention it, but in the arrest affidavit, Susan actually told the 9-year-old to go get your mother. She created the situation. She wanted this to happen.
Didn't she check the laws also?
Yeah, in that same arrest affidavit, she admits to researching stand your ground law. She was using words that the detectives thought were interesting, and they asked her, they confronted her, why are you using these words? And these were sort of buzzwords and clues that made them think, well, why are you using these things? And she said, well, I researched stand your ground, and I researched self-defense prior to this incident.